My name is Kevin Bouchard. My role is the IT manager, and I work for the Arkel Tooling group. The ERP journey started back in 1996 when it was owned by DCD, and my role has been to implement the product within the Arkel Tooling group. When we first commenced, with the product and we were looking at it, we had numerous silos of information where every department did their own thing. We didn't really have data that was related to each other in the system, so tremendous amounts of duplication of effort that went on in the company. So when we had a chance to embrace EPICOR, we saw a great opportunity to start significantly reducing clerical work and then start making intelligent business decisions by putting the product in place. I think we needed some consulting in the early 2000s, around 2010 or so. Folks at EPICOR had indicated that Success Partners were fantastic. So that's when they hooked me up with John, and then I started working with some of the other team members that are part of his company. Our primary reason for staying with the product is, first of all, it integrates all your business processes and procedures. One of the key things that we have always found useful with it is we're in the tooling industry, so chances are that we're going to want to look at things differently than, let's say, a repetitive manufacturer. Some of the flexibility in the product with dashboards, business activity queries, BPMs, the personalizations, we just found that with the tool set provided by EPICOR, it was able to give us a tremendous amount of knowledge and insight into our business. With regards to Success Partners, they've been with us every step of the way. And one of the key things they always brought to the table was helping us to validate certain issues that we had, come up with solutions that made good sense for implementation, and just providing general guidance for how to do things best. There's a lot of things I like about dealing with Success Partners, so it's often very difficult to pick, what I thought was the best one, but I think it's their in-depth knowledge of the product and their honesty when it comes to providing you solutions is probably the two key things that I've always found that they were astounding at. A person at Success Partners that we have found to be really great to work with is Catherine. She helped us in understanding how projects work within EPICOR and helped us to figure out a good way to do a very complicated work in process report. We're going to look at kind of finishing that off with her, but without her help, I don't think we've gotten very far at all. Some of our objectives over the next few years is going to be to get all of our companies using EPICOR in the cloud. And what we want to do with that is to be able to take all the information from multiple companies and then aggregate it so we can make a lot better decisions about production scheduling. We can make a lot better purchasing decisions. We can start leveraging the volumes that we have in terms of steel and other major components that are critical to our product. Where Success will come into play is they'll be showing us the best practices for doing that and giving us some guidance on the steps involved to get there. What Success Partners does for us is they bring in a tremendous amount of expertise when we need it, because we have a lot of internal resources that are pretty familiar with the product due to having it for a long time. Where Success Partners' professionalism has really shown recently is on our recent implementation of EPICOR at our Alabama facility. One of the things that we required was somebody who had in-depth knowledge of the product from start to finish. And what we did is we wanted to have our work double-checked in terms of what we thought was all going to work. We had a gentleman come in for 2 days, and he told us better ways to do things that we didn't already have in place, and our implementation and launch went off without a hitch. Some of the ways that our ERP system has helped to drive revenue within Arkel is always invoicing. As far as the scheduling system that we've utilized for many decades. It helps us to make good decisions about what to outsource and what not to outsource. We also have a tool called the Product Configurator that's been very useful to us in terms of providing accurate quotes. Another one that maybe doesn't help drive revenue so much, but it's the maintenance module that's within EPICOR. One of the key things what that product does is helps you to make better decisions when you're going to procure new equipment, because one of the key things it does provide is what are your costs in terms of how much have you spent on it and how much time your maintenance personnel have spent working on it. From my experience working with Success for a very long time, if you're looking for somebody who you want to be honest with you, do things within a reasonable budget, Success Partners is the way to go. They've got a tremendous amount of expertise and really budget conscious staff that are second to none.